Good evening, everyone. We are trying something a little different. Tonight we are in John chapter 6. We're continuing on in our Bible study in John chapter 6. We're now going on from 25. We'll be reading from 25 to 51. It's quite a bit, so hang in there with me. I hope I can do it justice, and we'll go from there. But here we go. John chapter 6, verses 25. And when they had found him on the other side of the sea, they said unto him, Rabbi, when camest thou hither? Jesus answered them and said, Verily, verily, I say unto you, ye seek me not because ye saw the miracles, but because ye did eat of the loaves and were filled. Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him hath God the Father sealed. Then said them unto him, What shall we do, that we might work the works of God? Jesus answered and said unto them, This is the work of God, that ye believe on him whom he hath sent. They said therefore unto him, What sign showest thou then, that we may see and believe thee? What doest thou work? Our fathers did eat manna in the desert, as it was written, He gave them bread from heaven to eat. Then Jesus answered unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, Moses gave you not the bread from heaven, but my Father giveth you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is he which cometh down from heaven, and giveth life unto the world. Then said they unto him, Lord, evermore give us this bread. And Jesus said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth in me shall never thirst. But I said unto you, that ye also have seen me, and believe not. All the Father gaveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me I will in no wise cast out. For I came down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. And this is the Father's will which hath sent me, that of all which he hath given me I shall lose nothing, but shall raise it up again at the last day. And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will rise him up at that last day. The Jews then murmured at him, because he said, I am the bread of life. I am the bread which come down from heaven. And they said, It is not this Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How is it then that he saith, I come from heaven? Jesus therefore answered and said unto them, Murmur not among yourselves. No man came to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. It is written in the prophets, and they shall be all taught of God. Every man therefore hath heard and hath learned of the Father cometh unto me. Not that any man hath seen the Father, save ye which of God he hath seen the Father. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he hath believeth on me hath everlasting life. I am the bread of life. Your fathers did eat manna in the wilderness, and are dead. These This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die. I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And the bread that I give is my flesh, which I give for the life of the world. Okay, that's quite a bit to read in John chapter 6. Here's just a few questions I want to share with you, and you just think about them, and just let me know your comments, if you would, about these. Why did the crowd follow Jesus after the feeding of the 5,000? Why do you think we had, everyone start following him after he had given so many the bread? He took 5 loaves and 2 fish and fed 5,000 with 12 baskets of fragments that they gathered up afterwards. That's amazing just to think about that. What does Jesus mean when he says, "Do not work for the food that perish"? What's your thoughts on that? What do you think Jesus meant when he says, "Do not work for the food that perishes"? I think in my mind, it talks about don't look at the fleshly needs, the food that feeds your flesh, but the bread that feeds your soul, the word. That's what Jesus, in my mind, meant look at the word and believe it, knowing that that's truly filling your flesh, and not just the words that go along with it. How's believing in Jesus compared to eating bread? How is believing in Jesus compared to eating bread? I don't know. I don't have a real answer for that one. That's kind of a different question. I'd love to see what any of you would have to say about that. How do you believe? How is believing in Jesus compared to eating bread? I mean, when you eat bread, it fills your earthly needs, but believing in Jesus fills your spiritual needs, and we all need to really look at that. And I think sometimes we fail to do that. How are some ways people today seek satisfaction apart from Jesus? Oh, wow. People every day, we look for reasons not to have to believe, reasons we think we can get around it, reasons that we lie to ourselves, thinking we don't have to do this or don't have to believe that, because we're still going to make it to heaven, because we were saved one day. But you can't just do that. You've got to live spiritually. Those that see you on a daily basis. If you're a Christian and you say you're a Christian and you want to walk that way, then you need to walk that way all the time, not just when somebody's looking or when you're at church, but every day, every walk. Because when you're a Christian, people look upon you with a magnifying glass. They look on you as looking for any reason to pick it apart. And that's terrible that they do that, but also it's the truth. They will pick apart a Christian's life so that they can feel better about themselves. In all reality, I really believe that's all it is. They just want to justify their means, means to an end.